Hello there, this is Darth Raven07 coming to you today with another TF Safari arrival over the weekend. I got in the leader of the Liokaiser team. I got in Leozack, and I am too excited to have it in hand. So that's 3 of 6. Elbat should be here a little bit later, but let's get that focus back on Leozack. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's turn this camera around and take a closer look at Leozack. And I gotta say, guys, Iron Factory is absolutely crushing it, from the naming convention of the Underworldlings like this to the box presentation. And you take a look at that box and you look at the back of the box and you get which part you're getting in of the 6 there. So I just need to get 1, 2, and Elbat will be here. Let's see. Elbat will be here within the next week, if not sooner, now that mail service is resumed here in the U.S. And then just need to get these guys to come across the pond quicker than later. I do got an order in at AliExpress, hoping that they'll ship like this week. And if they don't ship, then I do got the backup with I think it's through TF Safari. No, Show Z Store. I got the pre-order with Show Z Store already bought and paid for. So all that they got to do is get those bad boys in and ship it to me. So I don't know when that will be. Always late to the party, I am. And if you guys are looking for this, TF Safari and Show Z Store are good out-of-country vendors that I will continue to use until they prove me wrong and otherwise. You can get them in the States, but they charge just so much more. So anyway, if you're looking for cheaper, go with TF Safari and Show Z Store. That said, let's crack that box open and take a look at the goods. Real quick content check. You can see he's got his electromagnetic nunchuck for this guy. This is for Liokaiser. That's another Liokaiser piece, as are those. This is the shell that holds it all together when he balls up to be the chest and the head. You do get the head. We've got the tiger chest from the chest masters and the pew pew. And this was supposed to be like a variation of that, and this is a faux part in place of that. All the same. Let's get this stuff out of the box and take a look at it closer on the turntable. And here's a closer look at those contents out of the box there. This is the little piece that spreads across, latches onto the front where the cockpit comes down the middle there. You got the head that fits onto that guy whenever he's folded up in the right configuration. That is a really, really pretty head as we take a spin around here and take a look at that. Looks like it might have had light piping thoughts and or a light up feature there. It's got some articulation. I can't wait to get these guys together and see this thing all complete. There is another piece of the electromagnetic nunchuck for Liokaiser, and a piece for that as well. And these guys right here are 2 of the Thorn Stars that they do like a little automorph feature here. If I can just get it to, I can't do it on camera, but I was playing with it, got it to do it. But like, you take it and you open that up, and these things are like lethally deadly. They actually mess up Star Saber pretty bad. That's about all I'll give you. You need to go watch that if you have not watched it. You've got a couple of extra spear tips that you augment the smaller version of that big staff. It's an electromagnetic nunchaku, and this is the thing that every one of the figures have got this so far. So that's 3 of those I've got. I need to get the other 3. Right here with the other blades, we have a host of different hands that you saluting hands, grabby hands, that the like. You get his chest master, tiger chest, and him and the jaguar chest both have like these wing things going on. It's kind of neat. They're animal, they are a weapon, and then a chest piece that you can augment. You got the faux chest piece onto the chest of Leozack there, and you got a pew pew that this is kind of supposed to represent the transformed bit. So your faux bits, and then you got your real McCoy there as a triple changer of sorts. So that's really, really neat, guys. Let's get him decked up and get him into some articulation and a closer look at these weapons and stuff with him. And here is Leozack without any of the chest pieces on there attached. I mean, this looks really, really awesome to me by default. And here is Leozack with tiger chest on there and how far it sticks out in each direction. This one's a little bit more sturdy than the other 2 that I've messed with so far. as I haven't had a lot of experience with it, but I just want to show off the back end of how I got it configured. The front end, where they do use paint on it, it looks really, really nice. The pink and the yellow really do pop and help break up the teal and the off-white. It's not exactly pure white, but anyway, it's really, really beautiful all the same. I love the head sculpt. That is like one of the prettier head sculpts ever. And I will not do the articulation test with this tiger chest in place. So let me get that popped off of there and show him holding tiger chest as his target master. Chest masters are awesome. They just are a multitude of different little things, and you know, you be creative with it. You make it into a shield too, but I love this. I absolutely love it when bots can dual wield, so that's always a plus. And here he is with his Leonidas pose. This is Liokaiser's team. Anyway, I'm so horrible. As the leader of the Liokaiser team, they can articulate how awesome he really is. I just really do love this guy. I'm taking one more spin around the block there. Just a simple masterpiece. The transformation's simple. The stuff is great. And that's what we got to get into here after we get into some articulation. These are pretty much standard all the way across the board. And that articulation is as goes. You got all the way around on the wrist there. You got a double bend there due to transformation and some other coolness. You can get some other crazy stuff. The wings do go in a number of different angles and positions as you need see fit. The head can lick up that much. I want to say you might be able to sink back down in there if you do a mold break right here. And you can raise it on up just a little higher if you mold break. So then you can look down pretty far, really constipated or what have you. Then all the way around on that ball. The head molds are just outstanding. This looks awesome. He looks like he's kind of like grr. He's got his grr face going on right there. Back to that arm, the double. You got the upper bicep. You got, I don't know that you can do this. We'll just get this down the side. Yep, you can go all the way around there on the ball. Get this up high. You can go up higher if need be. So there's all that stuff there. Good stuff all around. Let me back this off a little bit. Daggone. I'm like all up in my own grill. There we go. He's raising his fist in solidarity. Boom. He's got an ab crunch that you can utilize there. He's got waist, or is he getting away with waist there? You can pop that up just a little bit. You can't, if you bend it over, you do get all the way around at the waist. If you have it standard, you're going to bump into the back piece there. This articulates and does different things as you need to do so. The nose cone, it doesn't really lock in. It just kind of sits there. And he's looking over his shoulder like, grr. I love that. This guy is so cool. Got to get some Decepticon symbols. It looks a little bit too plain. You do got these little skirts that you can get to go back and forth and up and down. I like in robot mode, leave them up like that so you can get the full Mr. T and the full Van Damage. So there is that beauty there. Back down here to be on that ball. You can keep back that far. You can go up that far. This skirting, I don't think it articulates at all. Oh, it does. Neato petito. You can get it a little bit higher. So didn't know that could do that. That's nice. You got upper thigh. You got more than 90 there. With all the kibble, it kind of kicks itself in the way. And you do got some rocker, toe tilt, and due to transformation, you can get a little bit further. And this will go like the other way. So, I mean, you can get some of those little exaggerated, FX transit poses or whatever, whatnot. I'm an old time, fan of YouTube. I have seen a bunch of different ways of presenting stuff, whatnot. You got a hole in his chest if you don't have the chest piece on, but I like how they've updated this. Now, just follow along with me. The Classic Seekers are not F-14s, but they do got that Classic Seeker-esque. I want to get Hellbat and see if he's got the same thing going on, but you can see it's kind of like Jetfire with him. So it's like they even use elements of Jetfire, but retain the little shoulder pieces there where it's not like Skyhawk. But it's neat how they got all that together there. That's so cool, guys. Anyway, not a lot to do. Let's get him stickered up, get him transformed into that jet mode, and see how cool that is. Leozack Henshin. And here is Leozack doing that Top Gun thing the best of any of the F-14 Transformers I've ever seen to date thus far. A little bit of floaty air bits on the back side of that. But I love that you can actually spread that off for takeoff mode. He's got landing gear. Wish they were the same color. Just a little nitpick on my part. This is like the best, like I said, the best of the F-14 ones, and naturally it has a huge place in my heart because love Top Gun. Always wanted Starscream to be, an F-14, but he was an F-15 Eagle, not an F-14 Tomcat. And the Tomcat is just that air superiority. You have your takeoff, your landing, wing configuration, and then when the jet goes supersonic and it banks, you can do all the stuff and things like that. And with that banking over, you can see the underbelly is always, that classic G1 ugly, but I think it's beautiful at this point. Iron Factory's done it the best, and I love the way that tucks and goes like that. I'd like to get a Top Gun Maverick done with this Iron Factory. Please be paying attention. That would be so awesome. So banking left, banking right, and just zooming through there, and or you can even utilize that for space travel because it's just one big giant bullet flying supersonic or light speed at that point. There's your back profile, your port side, front view. He's got the little intakes there. Kind of neat that they actually hung on to that. Just itty bitty versions. Nothing gets too obtrusive when it's in robot mode. There you got those little ones there, and there's your starboard. Let's get him out here with his other teammates here real quick. And whilst I'm not taking anything away from Leozack, I've got to get labels on these guys, as this guy's instantly become my favorite of all of them. Just look at that Decepticon symbol there. He's just a white Doom buggy. He has the cat thing going off. I really connected this guy. I love that Nemesis Prime look, front look there. Just depending on the light that you have, this is a hot pink right now, but if it's inside underneath my lights, it looks like a red. But there's those beautiful Decepticon symbols there. Like I just got to figure out how to get these labeled up on here. But we'll get that a little bit later. Let's get them labeled up, and then we'll continue on with this journey. And real quick, before we go back into robot mode and show off some poses and some final thoughts, I just wanted to show you labeled up in his F-14 mode, looking superior. And on the belly of the beast, I put one there so that whenever the chests are off, he still can be denoted. And be it jet mode or robot mode, he's still got two symbols, just not in the traditional on the wings, because the wings are totally different here. And here he is with the other two that I have. 3 of 6 so far, all labeled up, all looking good. And I'm still going to stand by what I was saying earlier. This guy's still my favorite. I don't know what it is about the guy. I absolutely adore it. All right, let's get him back in robot mode. And here's a pose without any chest on there, looking absolutely magnificent with that little Decepticon symbol there on his chest. I just love, again, that chest area, whether you have it bare or you have it with the faux chest on. It looks like it just take on Thesaurus any day of the week for leadership. And, of course, with the tiger chest in place, you do get some more pop off of there. You got the legs sticking out, but all the same, I got it all labeled up that way, and you can see the extra in there. So that's how much it pops off the chest. It's nice that they added this. I kind of wish that it would have been integrated to where it had been flush, but what can you do? Let's take a few more looks with some other poses. There he is with his tiger chest pew-pew. And we'll just go ahead and add the other pew-pew on the other hand. I got 2 guns, one for the both of you. Electromagnetic Nunchaku in spear form with tiger chest on the prow. And even more impressive is the spear of Marbus version 2. Just look at that, guys. This guy is so fucking sweet, man. A proper successor to Starscream in the victory line. Let's get this guy into some final thoughts. Some final thoughts on Leozack from Iron Factory. My brother Jimmy G was absolutely right. This is the halfway point for me completing the Iron Factory trifecta with the Liokaiser team. This thing is so cool. simpler transformations, more user friendly, if you will. Excellent plethora of accessories. I mean, you can see them sitting there in the accessory bag inside of the box and what have you. This is probably my favorite augmentation of the electromagnetic nunchaku. The spear of Marbus is awesome. I just can't highly recommend this enough, guys. You guys got to get out there and grab these if you're a fan of Victory, or if you're not, check out Victory and then try to quest for the Iron Factory pieces. You won't regret it. Articulation is good on these Legends class masterpieces, and that's the thing. They are simpler versions where Magic Square might be tabulicious and that kind of thing. These are very simplistic and do more with less. That's the wording I'm trying to get there. Thanks again for watching my review and sticking with me this long. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. You guys have an excellent week out there. Stay safe until all are one, guys. Thanks again for watching.